Hello everybody, this is Drew Nowlin, balloon sculptor extraordinaire, coming at you live from my place. Now, today what we're going to do is we are going to do a balloon of Yoshi, part of the Super Mario Brothers family. Now, a lot of people do their versions of Yoshi, but, you know, there was never really a video, so let me provide one for you. First, we only use 3 260 balloons. We have one green, blown up with about 5 to 6 finger lengths from the end. We have a orange and we have a white. These you don't need to worry about the width so much, just blow them up about halfway. But first we will start with our green. So what you're going to do is about a 2-inch bubble right there. Now you're just going to do a 1-inch ear twist and another 2-inch bubble and connect them together. These will be for the eyes. Don't worry if this comes off, we'll come back to that later. And we'll do another 1-inch pinch twist, and you will do a flower petal, just like that. Okay? Now, what we are going to do next is we're going to squeeze some of that air as much as we can, and we're just going to do a bird body for his body. This will be the head. So now let's give him a body. Give it about 8 finger lengths or so. I'll just do that. Same distance to just do one of those, and one more time to complete the bird body. Right there. And whatever's left, just squeeze out, and that will be his tail. And we have the perfect body for our Yoshi. Now, the next balloon we're going to take is our white balloon. So, we are going to wrap the nozzle right underneath where the eyes were, and we are going to do the exact same twist as we did before. About a 2-inch bubble for one eye. Wrap it around there. Now another 2-inch bubble for the other eye, and just wrap that around also. So we have 2 very nice eyes right there. Now, 2, count them, 2 petals, smaller than the original one right here. This is going to be his lower lip. These 2 petals are going to be his cheekbones. So we're going to do 2 little small petals, one right there, and twist that around so it'll stay in place, and one right there. Twist it around some more so that they create a nice little face to outline our character. And for the rest of this white, just bring it down with the bird body, squeeze a little bit of air, bring it down, twist it into the tail, and that will give his nice white belly. Now for the rest of this we don't need, so we're just going to pop it and leave that for later. If you want to do it later on, you can feel free. I'm not going to do it this time, but could use this scrap of white to maybe make something of the harness or the saddle that Mario always rides on his back. I don't like to do that just because of time constraints. So we're going to leave this alone, and we have our perfect body for our Yoshi. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to give him his big bulbous nose. So for that, we have a 5-inch round lime green. So I'm just going to blow this one up. There we go. That's about the right size right there. Tie it off. There we are. And very simply, just put it on top of that original flower petal we had right there that was also lime green. Just tie that in. And you might want to twist them around like that so it just stays in place a little bit more, so the kids don't have an opportunity to pull it apart. And as you can see, look at that. A nice bulbous nose, and a fine dimension to our wonderful dinosaur. Now, if you look straight on, you can't see his eyes, but don't worry, we'll get to the marker and the coloring in just a moment. Now, for your final balloon, you grab the orange, or red, whichever you want to do, because I prefer orange because sometimes you can put the little spikes on his back, but this is primarily for the boots, his feet. So, you start with another flower petal. Make sure it doesn't come apart. A 1-inch ear twist. And give it about 3 finger lengths. 3 finger lengths bubble. Wrap that around the bottom, the base of where his body meets his tail. Another 3-inch bubble. Twist that around. And then give me one final flower petal. And now you are done with this part of the orange balloon, so just feel free to pop that right off. Put that right there. And we have the basic body of our Yoshi. Now, as I said before, this you can also use to put a few little spikes down the back of his head. So let's go ahead and do that now. Just need a little bit of air. Make sure it's very light. And you'll probably need a pair of scissors for this, so keep some of those handy. So you're just going to wrap this around the top right here. Right at that top ear twist, at the top of his head, above his eyes. Do one, I like to do two of these little twists. And it's going to seem a little taxing at first, but you have to get this all the way around here, right at the top of the body. So you have to twist this all around the body at least once. So you get that nice little thing right there. And for the rest of this, just use a pair of scissors, cut the balloon, let all that air out, and give it a nice tie so that it doesn't deflate, because that's horrible. We don't want them to deflate. Tuck that away. Make sure everything's looking good. And we have one fine little dinosaur. Last but not least, grab your Sharpie. I choose a green just to go with the overall color scheme. And we're going to give him some nostrils right at the end of his nose right here. Just two little diagonal lines. And for his eyes, I like to give him those eyebrows. A few little marks for his eyes. And there we go. A wonderful little Yoshi ready to eat some Goombas or anything else in the wide world of Mario. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please tune in again for another wonderful episode. Next time I'll be doing some of the SpongeBob characters and a few more of those Mario characters that you all know and love. Thanks very much and have a great day.